Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this live. And as you know, it's called "We Don't Need Protein to Build Muscle." Wow, could be a bit of controversy for some people. And as I said, we're going to be no more than 10 minutes. And I'm going to bring on a guest, someone to speak about this area, and it's Pam Popper. She's a naturopath. She's an internationally recognized expert on nutrition, medicine, and health. The executive director of Wellness Forum Health offers educational programs to both consumers and provide to facilitate informed medical decision-making, diet and lifestyle intervention, and improve long-term health outcomes. Dr. Popper serves on the Physician Steering Committee of the President's Board of Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. That's where I get a lot of my information, from the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Very, very good outlet. And it's a lobbyist and a public policy expert testifying in front of legislative committees on numerous occasions. She also serves as part of Colin T. Campbell's teaching team at Cornell, and that's where I did the course for plant-based coach, and has been featured in many widely distributed documentaries, including Forks Over Knives. If you haven't seen it, worth watching. And she's a co-author of the film's companion book. And her recent book is called Food Over Medicine: The Conversation That Could Save Your Life. She also does a lot in the area of sports nutrition. She runs a course in sports nutrition. And this is what I'm going to play is a very small clip. It's about 3 minutes long, about her explaining really what most of us understand, why we don't need protein to build muscle. Okay, so I'm going to try and throw that on for us now, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully we'll see, and I will be back to you in a minute. So this, just to let you know, this is from a conference that I watch every year. It's free online. It's on about 10 days and loads of different health speakers. You can sign up for it any year. It's usually around February, as you can see, and it's very, very good. So this was taken as an interview with her afterwards. Okay, so as you can see, consuming too much protein is counterproductive to building muscle.
It's interesting that you ask about protein and muscle. I'm teaching a class on sports nutrition now, and I've been doing an enormous amount of research. Actually, consuming too much protein is counterproductive to building muscle. And the reason is that the body uses carbohydrate for fuel. So if you eat a really high-protein diet, you're displacing some calories that you would be taking in from much-needed carbohydrate for fuel. So what will happen to the person who consumes too much protein is the body will use up the carbohydrate, then it looks for alternative fuel. And some amino acids convert quite readily, like alanine, to glucose-like substances. And that's what the body will do. And if it can't get enough from dietary protein, it'll start metabolizing muscle tissue in the body. So it's counterproductive, even for an athlete, to consume so much protein. One other thing I'll say about this, and that is that somehow people got the idea that you can build muscle in the kitchen. Okay, you know where you build muscle? In the gym. That's where you have to go. It's resistance training. And we have some really good studies that have shown if you take a group of people and put them in, say, 12 weeks of an exercise program, and they're all going to do the identical strength training and exercise, and then you feed them varying amounts of protein. So you give this group 17% of calories from protein, and this group gets 35% of calories from protein. At the end of the 12 weeks, you have identical advancement in terms of the building of muscle tissue, burning of fat. And the reason is it didn't have anything to do with the protein, it had to do with the training. Okay. One last thing I'll mention is that recovery is very important. So if you're a professional athlete, the more you can work out, the better you're going to get. I mean, we all know that more practice means more skill, right? Okay, so if you can recover faster and work out 3 times a day instead of 2, or 2 harder workouts instead of 2 slightly less hard workouts, you're going to be a better trained athlete, you're going to be more competitive. Well, here's my point. After working out hard, what you want to do is replace your glycogen stores. You can only do that with carbohydrate. All right, so the person who is loading up on protein is at a disadvantage in terms of recovery to work out more, as opposed to the person who's consuming more of a carbohydrate-based diet. The best recovery food is carbohydrate. Now, you're going to eat some protein, I mean, because all foods have protein, but you don't need to go out of your way to drink protein smoothies and protein bars, and that's the way things are advertised. Notice how many commercials you see on TV for food bars or smoothie mixes and that sort of thing, and it contains 14 grams of protein. It might contain only garbage in addition to that, but contains 14 grams of protein. So people think you got to load up on protein every meal before you work out, during workout, after workout. Really bad idea. And one of the things that you see is that athletes who engage in this kind of behavior, youth will protect you against a lot of things. So an athlete who's 25 and loaded up on protein and eating a lot of animal food in order to do it often is protected by age. But as that person begins to get older, first of all, the age doesn't protect you anymore, so you start to suffer from the consequences of your poor eating habits. And often careers are ended earlier than they need to because athletes don't feed themselves properly.
So, there you go. Very interesting, isn't it? Completely different to what most of us would think, or most of us have been led to believe. But I've noticed in the last 5 years since I moved to a whole food plant-based diet in these years, in the interceding years, is that I'm healthier and fitter than I ever was. And before I would have been subject to the idealisms of meat being the king of proteins and you've got to eat it, and chicken being the king of the meat because it's the cleaner and all this area. And as it transpires, it's not. And I've always spoken about recovery being key. And as she's explained, recovery is the key to health and fitness and the performance, really. So it's all about how quick you can recover. So it's actually not more protein, but it's less protein. So start looking at your protein intake. It's not as important as you think, and but it is important to fuel your body right. And I believe, looking at the studies and from my own example at myself over the last few years, whole food plant-based is a very good way to go. A simple lifestyle change you can make, and it can enhance your performance, enhance your recovery, which means it'll enhance your performance because you can train more. And it'll protect you. As she said, as you're young, we can all do things when we're young and get away with it, but it's later on in life that we pay the price, and many top athletes have paid that price, and it's not worth paying the price when you don't need to. And if you want to enhance your knowledge in this area, I would say get yourself a viewing, sit down to watch The Game Changers. It just premiered last around the world on the 16th of September. Just gone, and it will play in Dublin and Cork again this weekend coming. And but if you miss it in those places, it's available for pre-order on iTunes and on digital platforms, and will be available to watch then. And iTunes, I've ordered it, so it's $11.99, and then it's available to watch on October the 1st. So that's what I would say if you want to enhance your information there, because you want to listen to credible people like Pam Popper, is what I would suggest. People in that area, people in that realm who understand what's going on. And I'm a personal trainer back in the day, and sometimes we don't know as much as we think we know. And with age comes education, and with education and balanced education in looking at both sides of the argument and saying, well, okay, and then put them into play. So I've done both, and whole food plant-based wins by a mile. So that's it tonight. It's a change from what I used to be doing when I was doing my lives. Small changes where I'm going to play clips of different professionals who can make an impact and bring some very good information onto the platform. So that's the first one. Thanks for joining. We're 9:57, 3 seconds to go. And watch out for the next live. It's Paddy Goodwire. Have a good evening.